Hi, I'm Jill from Humu Yoga, and this is the Gentle Yoga Practice. This week, we're working with the theme of beauty. And I mean beauty from the inside out, not by pushing into postures, but by softening. And we'll use the breath and quiet focus, and we'll feel each posture from within. And we'll pay special attention to the side body today, creating space along the ribs and the waist. This subtle opening of the side body helps free the breath and supports the spine, enhancing ease and flow throughout the practice. I always practice with a set of yoga blocks and a little towel, but you could use a yoga belt or no props at all. So let's take a moment to get centered, and I'll meet you on the mat. Start off by just noticing how you're sitting. So you could have your leg out, or you could even be here if your hips were tight. But find a position where you feel like you can support your spine. So you could even sit up on some blankets or something if you needed to. Once you've established that, let's reach the arms out to the side and just take a moment. We'll roll the shoulders. So let the shoulders go back, up, and forward. And just breathing as you do that, up and forward. And just one more time, just noticing what's going on. And then we'll go the other way. Forward, up, back, and down. Forward, up, back, and down. And one more time. And then keeping the shoulders down and feeling a sense of width, let's go ahead and reach the arms up. Now with the arms up, I want you to feel a lift of the shoulders. We call that elevation. So lift the shoulders and then roll them away from your ears. We call that external rotation. Now I want you to shrug the shoulders down and feel that. Keep them externally rotating though, roll away from your ears, and then shrug up and then shrug down. And now we shrug up, hold, and you feel that's the side body when you're really reaching through the side body. And we'll take a side bend. So we go over to the right. And then from here, let's go ahead and take the right hand down and get a gentle pull here. So I'm pulling the right shoulder away from the ear and shrugging the right shoulder down. But let's shrug the left shoulder up and then down. So when you shrug it down, you feel the obliques and the lats work, but then as you reach up, you feel the stretch. So let's keep reaching up. Take the gaze down for a gentle stretch of the neck. You could even drop your chin. And then come back again, maybe look straight ahead, and then rise up. And we'll go to the other side. So reaching up, let the shoulders elevate, and then roll away from your ears. Feel that, and then shrug down, and then shrug up again, and hold that as you side bend. We'll take the left hand down, and shrug that shoulder down, roll it away from your ear, and reach. And now elevate that top arm, and shrug down, and then elevate, shrug up, but keep it rolling away from your ear as you gaze down. Maybe drop the chin. Next stretch here, and then release. Everything's moving nice and smoothly, and that's the beauty. And then from here, we're gonna make our way over to all fours. So we just come over to all fours for our cat-cow. And as we come into the cow, we're engaging the back muscles here and opening the front. So shrug your shoulders down here and feel a strong sense of the chest opening and the back working. Now shrug up for a moment and notice how you release that a little bit. So then shrug down and stay there. And now we're gonna round. And here you can shrug the shoulders up, but make sure the back is widened. And then what does it feel like to shrug them down? Shrug them up. And stay there, because now we're really stretching here, pulling the belly in. Now we're going to take the feet together, the knees apart, and start to come back, and reach the arms forward. Now we're trying to take the butt in the direction of the heels and reach the arms forward. Now as you do this, roll your shoulders away from your ears, shrug up, shrug down, and then shrug up and feel the stretch, the lengthening. Now we're going to walk over to the left. Shrug up, shrug down, and then shrug up, hold, and just really get that nice side body stretch from the right pinky to the right hip. and breathe. And then we'll go over to the right now. And find that same thing. Shrug up, shrug down, shrug up, hold, and try to pull the shoulders away from your ears and feel that nice length across the left side from the pinky finger to the left hip. Add the breath, the awareness of the breath. Inhale, exhale. And then coming back to the middle. One more time to reach, shrug up, roll the shoulders away from your ears, and rise up. And then from here, let's come into a nice puppy pose. So you can keep the hips over the knees and just reach the arms forward. Now really elevate the shoulders. In other words, shrug up, shrug down, shrug up, hold, and feel that side body lengthen. Maybe your head comes down, but don't force it. Just breathe with it. Inhaling and exhaling. And then inhale, gently rising up. Let's come to the knees. I'm going to turn to face you so you get a better visual. We're going to come into Parigasana or gate pose. So I'm going to take the right leg out. If you wanted to, you could put a block under your toe, but it's okay for your foot to be up. Just reach down through it as best you can and align your left knee as best you can with your left hip. And then try not to let your butt stick out here or push forward. Try to find neutral. And then from there, let's reach the arms up. Let's shrug up and shrug down. And then we'll shrug up, rolling the shoulders away from the ears, taking a side bend. So now the right side body is contracting. The left side body is really opening. And we just go as deep as feels good in your body, but make sure your butt isn't sticking out. That's a tendency here. Inhale and just reach. Maybe you want to take your gaze up. Maybe straight ahead is fine. And just reach. Inhale, side body from the left pinky to the left knee. Feel it all the way down. And then inhale, rise up. We'll go to the other side. So coming to the knees, take the left foot out. It's okay if your foot is up, or you could have a block and press against the block if you wanted to. Inhale, reach up. Make sure your knee is under your hip as best you can and the butt's not sticking out. Super important. Shrug up, shrug down, shrug up, hold, side body stretch. Parigasana, reach. Now shrug up, shrug down, and then shrug up, hold, and feel the pose. Inhale. The beauty of the pose is just being in it. Inhale. Maybe you want to take your gaze up. Exhale. Maybe it's straight ahead. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale. And then inhale, rising up. And now we're going to make our way over to seated. So we just come on over to seated, and we'll take the legs out in front. Dandasana. And then from here, let's go ahead and take a moment to notice, can you sit up tall? If not, bend the knees or sit up on a block or a blanket. And then from here, we're going to bend the right knee and pull. We're trying to pull that knee in towards the armpit as best you can. And it's okay if your pelvis is curled back a little here. We're working on hip flexion. We're working on hip flexion where the hip bends. And then we're going to bring it across and try to sit up. Maybe you can come here and do the best you can to sit way up and open the knee. We're opening the outer hip here. And just notice that. Can you be deep into that? Breathing. And then from here, we're going to come to Janu Sirsasana. So the foot comes to the inner thigh. And then we're going to gently turn over that left leg and start to come forward. Now, if your hamstrings were tight and your back was rounded, you could bend your knee and use your prop here. You could take the prop around and then start to straighten. And you really want to get a pull from this right side as you're doing that. See if you can lengthen that right side. And breathe. Some of you could have your hands here. Now elevate and then depress. In other words, shrug up, shrug down. And notice, if you shrug up, you might feel bigger stretch in here in the side body. So just notice what feels good in your body. And then inhale, lengthen, and rise up. And we'll go to the other side. So we'll start by bending the left knee in hip flexion. So the pelvis can curl back a little here. That's okay. Just trying to pull that knee back. Try and get deep into that. See what you can do. And then we'll bring it across and sit way up. And I'm trying to pull that shin in. Maybe you want to bend the knee and try to sit up here and open the knee. You want to be feeling with the outer hip here. A nice stretch there, a nice opening. And breathe. And then from here, we're going to come to Janu Sirsasana. So the foot comes to the inner thigh. And then inhale. If your hamstrings were tight, you could bend the knee to lengthen the low back. And there's a gentle twist. And then try and straighten. So you could be here. You could be grabbing your foot. Some people might even be able to grab the hand. But elevate. And then depress. So shrug up. Notice when you shrug up, you feel that lengthening, more lengthening, and then shrug down. Shrug up, hold, and breathe. Just notice what's going on in your body. And then inhale, lengthen, and rise up. And we'll come to Dandasana now. We'll do one more forward bend, Paschimottanasana. So again, if the hamstrings are tight, you could bend the knees, get the low back engaged, and really lengthen out now. Feel that side body long. You're really reaching. Now you could shrug up, shrug down. This time the shrug down might help you pull deeper into it by using your back muscles. So shrug up, see how that feels. And then shrug down and pull. Shoulders away from your ears. Breathing. That's the beauty of the pose, is just release. And then inhale, lengthen, and rise up. And now we're going to make our way down to the floor. So just take a breath in here. And exhale, start to curl your spine back. See if you can do that one vertebra at a time, really pulling the belly in to curl back. And coming all the way down. And let's go ahead and bend the knees. And we'll come into a nice articulating bridge. So we're tucking the pelvis, curling up. Use all the muscles in the back of the legs and the butt to lift you way up. And you can adjust here. And then find your neck. You don't want your head this way or this way. Nice in the middle, somewhere in the middle. And just lift up as high as you can. Now we're going to reach the arms. And I want you to shrug up, shrug down, shrug up, hold. And we're going to start to articulate down. So feel the length here, really reaching, curling your spine down. Taking your time to curl the spine down. And then from here, keep the arms reaching if you can and elevated as we come into Baddha Konasana. So you can just open the knees out to the side, really reaching. You could shrug up, shrug down. Maybe you wanted to take your arms out to the side. Whatever feels good in your body, you could even close your eyes here and pause the video. And now we're going to take everything together. And let's take the feet nice and wide and do a gentle, I'm going to take the arms out to the side, gentle knee sway. So let the left knee fall, the right knee comes down. And then we'll go the other way, just releasing any tension you might have in the hips. And then we'll come back up and go the other way. And one more time. And over. And now let's take everything in for a twist. So let's lift the hips up and we'll shift them to the left. Let both knees come up. Inhale. Exhale the legs over to the right. Roll the left shoulder open and just find the beauty in the twist with the breath and the ease of coming into the pose. So we're not pushing. Inhale, exhale, let the breath bring you around. Maybe this left shoulder gently opens. And then inhale, coming back. We'll go to the other side. Lift up, shift the hips to the right. Let the knees come up, take the knees over. Gently rolling that right shoulder open and let the breath take you around. Inhale. Exhale, the left ribs move to the right. Just feel that. Inhale. And exhale. And then slowly bringing everything back. Let's take a moment and hug in. And just pull everything in. Shoulders are down. And then release. And find the beauty in Shavasana. The inner beauty shining outward, and stay in that. And you can stay here as long as you'd like. I'm going to go through some inspirational quotes on beauty. Beauty begins the moment you decide to be yourself. You are not a drop in the ocean. You are the entire ocean in a drop. The most beautiful thing you can wear is confidence rooted in kindness. Beauty is how you feel inside, and it reflects in your eyes. It is not something physical. There is a beauty in simplicity, in slowing down, in being fully present for this one breath, this one moment. Let this theme of inner beauty resonate in everything you do. Namaste.